Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Let's Talk Politics. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 3 closest states in the 2022 Senate midterms. And I did a pretty similar video like this just about last week or 6 days ago, somewhere around that. And it was the top 3 closest states for the 2024 presidential election. But this video is very similar to that, but instead of top 3 closest states for the 2024 presidential election, we're going to be doing the top 3 states for the 2022 Senate midterms race. So, and another similar video is going to, just like this, is going to be coming out in a few more days from now, and it's going to be the top 3 closest states for the governor's gubernatorial race. So we're going to have 3 similar videos, but just different races. So in this video, we're going to be doing these top 3 closest states for the 2022 midterms Senate race. So I'm going to give you guys a little hint. So 2 of the closest states will be in the Sun Belt, and 1 will be in the Rust Belt, just like the other video where the 2024 presidential election top 3 closest states. And actually, that is also similar again because I'm actually having similar states, but just one is going to be different. That's a big hint, so let me just fill it out. So the top 3 closest states for the United States Senate midterms is going to be Pennsylvania, which is the different one from the other video, Georgia, which is the same, and Arizona, which is the same. And this video is going to be really short. I don't have time. I have things to do. And let's just discuss it. So the top 3 states for the governor gubernatorial election race, whatever you want to call it, is Arizona, Georgia, and Pennsylvania, similar to the presidential election for the top 3 states. But instead of Wisconsin being the top 3 closest, it's going to be Pennsylvania. And I think in Arizona, so let's start off in Arizona. I think Arizona, Martha McSally is no longer the Republican nominee. She was weak. Her being nominated was a mistake, and Mark Kelly at this point is pretty good in Arizona. He shouldn't be too comfortable because this race will be darn close, no doubt. And I think since Martha McSally is no longer the nominee, likely to be nominated, we're going to have a new Republican in Arizona. And I think in that case, I keep mixing up the names. Mark Kelly will no longer be pretty safe. It's actually going to be tight, so Mark Kelly should no longer sit back. Now they have Martha McSally no longer the nominee. Now the Republicans are having new nominees, and they have much more better nominees than Martha McSally in Arizona. So it's good for the Republicans that they kicked out. I shouldn't say kicked out. Basically kicked out Martha McSally. So that's good for the Republicans. I think it will bring the race closer, but at the end of the day, I think Mark Kelly will still win. And at the end of the day, for the top 3 closest, so far, 1 out of the 3 will go to the Democrats, Mark Kelly. I just think the race will be closer since Martha McSally is no longer there. Probably 1% to Mark Kelly, which is really close in the top 3. Now, in Georgia, I think in Georgia that the Democrats actually won it in 2020. And I can see this race going either way. I think it will be closer than Arizona and closer than Pennsylvania. I think Georgia will be the closest governor race out of all 50, or not all 50, out of all these. And I think it's going to go to the Republican nominee. And I just think the Democrats can possibly win it. I think I won't be surprised if the Democrats win this race in Georgia. I won't be surprised if the Republicans win it. I can see both winning it, and I think it's going to go down to the wire, extremely close, but I might see the Republican nominee barely winning it, a little bit less than 1%. So, yeah, 1 out of the 3 states will go to the GOP. And now, lastly, in Pennsylvania, I have it going to the GOP. So 2 out of the 3 going to the GOP, with the top 3 closest for the governor gubernatorial election, while 1 out of the 3 going to the Democrats, which is Arizona. And I think Pennsylvania, in Obama's term, Pennsylvania went to the Republican nominee by 1%, and obviously that's nothing like now. Pennsylvania obviously changed, but that brings something to the table, just to look at. But I can see Pennsylvania's race going either way. I won't be surprised if the Democratic nominee wins. I won't be surprised if the Republican nominee wins. But if the Republican nominee does win, it's going to be by 1% on the dot, no more or less. That's for sure. So it's going to be close if the Republican nominee wins. But even if the Democrat nominee wins, I can see it going maybe a little bit more than 1%. Yeah. And so there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your top 3 closest states for the 2022 Governor Gubernatorial race. Mine are Arizona, Georgia, and Pennsylvania. 2 out of the 3 closest, top 3 in this race will go to the Republicans, while 1 remains in the Democrats. And stay tuned for the other video coming out in the next few days. The 2022. I'm sorry, this is the Senate, not governor. I keep saying governor. This is the Senate. Stay tuned for the top 3 governor races. Goodbye, everyone.